What is going on, guys? Matt Downs with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports to bring you a video about Superdraft. As you guys know, we have just recently partnered with Superdraft, so I'm going to go over a lot of information about Superdraft. This video will be relatively quick because this site is relatively easy to use. It is one of the easiest ways to play daily fantasy sports today, and one of the easiest ways to win. And I'll get to that here in just a little bit. But the overview of Superdraft is very, very simple, guys. Superdraft is just picking players without salaries, and instead of salaries, what they do is they add on multipliers to each one of these projections. So let's say, for instance, you pick LeBron James, whatever he ends with an actual projection, it's multiplied times 1.15, as you can see here on the website. Each one of these players have a different multiplier, so it's just about, following your projections, selecting those players, and hoping that they hit. The one thing about NBA and just Superdraft in general is that their format's a little bit different. As you guys know, with Draftkings, we have a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, etc. You guys know how the format is. But here with Superdraft, we have guard, forward, and center. So it's very flexible in the amount of players you can select, and a lot of these players are flexible in terms of what they can play. There's a lot of forward, center eligible players, guard, forwards eligible players. But really, it's just about selecting a lineup with these multipliers. It's literally that simple. No having to find values for players, none of that. You literally just select a player, look at their multiplier, and see if they're worth it. One thing I like to do is take a look at my Superdraft projections, something that we provide on patreon.com/dgfantasy. And you literally just take a look at the players. James Harden has a multiplier of 1.15, and we have a projection here sorted by the most or the highest projections. So Giannis, without a multiplier, we have projected at 71.37 points. With James Harden, we have 70.21, but adding on to that 1.15 multiplier. So this was his projection before that, and then after, and it's that easy. It is literally that easy. There's nothing more to explain. In terms of the actual the contests that you can select, if you go over here to the NBA, you can select a whole bunch of different contests. They're the same as DraftKings, whereas they have 50-50 contests, they have tournament contests, and the 50-50s, you place in the top 50%, you double up your money. Whereas if you place in the top, let's say 10% of a tournament, you earn more money than the rest of the field. If you get first place in that tournament, then you could walk away with $10,000. The good thing about Superdraft is overlay. There's a ton of overlay on all these contests, and what that is that the contests simply don't fill up, and because of that, Superdraft has to supply their own money into these contests, therefore making the contest easier to win. Not only that, but the rake percentage is also lower on Superdraft. What that does mean is that on DraftKings, let's hypothetically say the rake percentage is 15%. That means DraftKings takes about 15% of the money from the field before distributing the prizes. With Superdraft, I can see contests sometimes as low as 5%, which is absolutely insane. They don't take that much rake percentage from the competitors. So how does Superdraft work in terms of strategy? Well, let's take a look here. If we go over to NBA, I'm just going to go ahead and enter the free contest for today. And I will literally just follow my projections. Since we don't have ownership projections on Fantasy Cruncher, it's going to be a lot harder to really gauge the competition based on the ownership. So you literally just follow your projections. So today, I might take guys like Giannis. I'll take a guy like James Harden, just following my projections. Giannis should be up here. I know I have James Harden going over to the forward position. Giannis, and then going back. Following next with LeBron James, I will add him in there. Kyrie Irving looks good on our projections. And just like that, I have the $20,000 winner, LeBron James, De'Aaron Fox, Harden, Butler, Siakam, Middleton, and then Whiteside. And then if you guys look down here, why he popped so well on our sheet was because he's benefiting without injuries, and he also has a 1.8 times multiplier. So it is literally that easy, guys. I can't stress enough how fun this is, how easy it is to win. So much easier to win over sites like FanDuel and Draftkings. Right now, we are offering a 50% deposit bonus up to $500 just by following the link in the description. I will link it below, and if you guys follow that, you guys get our promotional deposit bonus because we are an affiliate of Superdraft. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial video. If you did, please do hit that subscription button, notification bell, and of course smash that like button for all of our future Superdraft content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.